The finals has seen its fair share of bugs and glitches over its lifetime, but I think I may have discovered the most overpowered bug that has ever existed in the finals, and it's not even close. This bug could pretty much give you wall hacks on demand by just pressing two buttons, and the worst part is that this bug has been in the game since Season 2. I wish there was some crazy story about how I discovered this bug, but in reality, I discovered it completely accidentally. I just pinged an enemy while playing Cash Out, and just like that, I had a tracker following them for the rest of the match. After watching my recording back of the match to learn how it happened, I decided to experiment with the bug to see how far I could push it. After experimenting for a match or two, I'd learned how to reproduce it consistently and most of what it was capable of. Basically, the bug worked by using the in-game ping system to ping an enemy in a way that would infinitely track them and display their distance from you until they died. If you saw an enemy long enough to ping them, you could apply the bug to them. The ping would only disappear once the player you pinged died, and there was no limit on how many enemies you could ping at once. You could even ping players like this while you were in the squad wipe spectator mode. Realizing how abusable this bug could be, I immediately reported it to the devs, along with everything I had learned while experimenting, including how to perform the bug. Speaking of which, how do you even perform the bug? To perform the bug, all you had to do was cancel a ping by opening the ping radial. To do this, you would press your ping button, release it, and immediately press and hold down the ping button again to open the ping radial. Then, all you had to do was close the ping radial without using another ping. You could do this by pressing either your emote, comms wheel, or expression key, or by using the thanks and group up quick comm in the ping radial. It was super easy to do, and since it didn't require any mouse movements if you used your emote key to close the ping radial, you could easily set a macro to do it instantly without affecting your gameplay at all. I even did this speedrun of pinging every training dummy in the practice range just to show how quickly you could do it. I hope you can understand just how overpowered this bug could be if someone decided to use it maliciously. There would be no way for anybody to know you were using it, and it would be completely undetectable since you were just using the in-game ping system, so the likelihood of being banned for using it was near zero. Now, normally that's where a story like this would end. I had reported the bug to the devs and it should have been getting patched relatively soon. But season after season passed by and the bug never got patched. I honestly found it more funny than anything else, since, to my knowledge, I was still the only person that knew about this bug. So I wasn't super worried about it not getting patched yet, but with the announcement of esports at the start of Season 6, I realized that if other players knew how to do the bug and were secretly abusing it, this bug could have huge implications during the open qualifier portion of the major. Since these matches would take place on your own computer from home, there was no way to be sure somebody wasn't abusing this bug to gain an advantage over the other competitors. So I decided now was the time to report the bug again. This time, my report was met with a much more promising response, and I felt confident that something might actually come of it this time around. But unfortunately, once again, another season passed, and the bug still worked. It was now 3 weeks into Season 7, over a year since I first discovered and reported the bug, and the bug was still in the game. With the open qualifiers only 2 months away, I decided I should be a bit more aggressive if I wanted to get this bug patched. So I reached out to Finals content creator Thiixy during one of his live streams. I showed him the bug and explained how to perform the bug in private so that he could reach out to the devs.
That's crazy. Oh, no.
He immediately reached out to the devs, and the devs immediately started working on getting the bug patched.
Frogy, it's that bad that I'm gonna message them right now.
Now, I'd like to ask that if you know of any major bugs, exploits, or glitches that are yet to be patched, please do not seek out content creators to report them to, as it is not their job to deal with bug reports. I only reached out to Thiixy as a last resort because of the severity of the bug and because of how close we were to esports. 4 days later, Embark released a hotfix that finally put this bug to rest. A year and 2 months after I first discovered this bug, it was finally patched, and I'm finally able to share its existence with the rest of the Finals community. I'd like to ask that you don't be too hard on the devs. Once I shared this bug with Thiixy and he contacted the devs about it, they worked straight through the weekend to learn how to reproduce and understand how the bug works so that they could patch it as quickly as possible.
And the devs over the weekend were like, working on getting that fixed because that's a crazy bug.
I'd also like to give a big thanks to Thiixy for helping get this bug patched. If it wasn't for him contacting the devs to bring this to their attention, this bug very likely could still exist in the game now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the finals.